Document dropped. 6 seconds later, analyzed, stored, email drafted, meeting booked. 0 clicks. That just ran automatically while I was not watching, on a file I dropped into one folder. This is a 0-click AI second brain built with Claude and Zapier. No code. No manual steps. Here is what happened in those 6 seconds. A PDF hit my Google Drive inbox. Zapier detected it. Claude read it and returned summary, actions, decisions, and sentiment. Notion got a new row. Gmail has a draft reply waiting. Calendar has a follow-up booked. In this video I will show you how to build the whole system from scratch. Before we build anything, here is why this matters. Every knowledge worker runs the same broken loop. An email arrives with a 40-page PDF. You download it, read it, copy highlights into a note, tag Notion manually, write a reply, and book a follow-up on your calendar. That is 25 to 40 minutes per document, every day. The second brain replaces that loop with one folder drop. You drop the file, the system does the rest. You stop being the glue between apps and start being the decision maker. Here is what you will build across 16 slides, with no code required. Architecture first, then the Zapier trigger and format router, then the Claude prompt, then Notion, Gmail, and Calendar, then extensions for voice memos, URLs, Slack, and a weekly digest. Stay until the master prompt slide. I will give you the full Claude system prompt that works on PDFs, emails, voice transcripts, meeting notes, and web articles. 5 components, 1 Zap, all connected. Trigger, route, analyze, store, act. Step 1, Google Drive inbox folder. Everything you want processed lands there. Step 2, Zapier paths routes PDFs to text extraction, audio to transcription, and URLs to fetch. Step 3, Claude returns structured JSON summary, actions, decisions, sentiment, draft reply, follow-up. Step 4, Notion creates a database row with mapped fields. Step 5, Gmail draft and calendar event are created for your review. You build this once and it runs forever. Step 1 is the Zapier trigger, about 3 minutes to set up. Create a new Zap with Google Drive, event new file and folder, and point it at your inbox folder. Test by uploading a file. You should see file ID, name, MIME type, and web link. Add a filter so file names containing draft or processed are skipped that prevents infinite loops. Then add paths, one path for PDFs, one for audio, one for URL text files, each with its own pre-processing. Before Claude analyzes anything, Zapier must extract plain text. For PDFs, use formatter, text, extract PDF text on the Drive file URL. For voice memos, route through Assembly AI in Zapier, roughly 1/10 of a cent per minute. For URLs, call GinaReader with a getToWhere.gina.ai/your URL for clean article text. For very long documents, truncate around 50,000 characters before Claude to stay inside context limits. This is the brain of the system, the Claude step in Zapier. Use Anthropic Claude send message with Sonnet for quality or Haiku for volume and lower cost. The system prompt must say, "You are a knowledge extraction engine, return only valid JSON, no markdown fences." The user message passes extracted text and asks for 10 fields including title, summary, actions, sentiment, draft reply, and follow-up metadata. After Claude, add formatter utilities parse JSON so every field becomes a Zapier variable. Here is real output for Q2 board meeting notes. Title, summary with revenue at 2.4 million and 18% growth, structured action items with owner and due date, decisions array, document type, positive sentiment, a 3-sentence draft reply, and a follow-up titled Review Q2 Actions in 3 days. Each field maps directly to Notion properties, Gmail body, and calendar title, no manual parsing. Step 4 is Notion storage. Create properties for name, summary, type, sentiment, key points, actions, decisions, source URL, and status checkboxes. In Zapier, use Notion create database item and map each Claude variable to the right field. Pass the Drive web view link as source file. For multiple action items, use Zapier looping to create one task row per action with owner and due date. Step 5 creates Gmail draft and calendar follow-up. Gmail create draft uses re plus Claude title as subject and Claude draft reply as body, with a footer for timestamp and source. Nothing sends automatically, you review and approve. Calendar create event uses Claude follow-up title and due date computed from follow-up days in Zapier formatter. Extension 1 Voice memos. Record on your phone, share to the inbox folder. Zapier routes audio to Assembly AI, transcript flows into the same Claude step, and by the time you sit down your thought is in Notion with actions and a draft email waiting. Extension 2 URL ingestion. Save a one-line URL file named link.url in the inbox. Zapier fetches clean text through GNet and Claude returns the same JSON schema. Extension 3 Slack notification at the end of every run so your team sees title, summary, and top action instantly. This is the master prompt that runs the entire second brain, copy it exactly. Role, knowledge extraction engine. Rules, return only valid JSON, no markdown fences, no preamble, always return all 10 fields. Schema covers title, summary, key points, action items, decisions, doc type, sentiment, draft reply, follow-up title, and follow-up days. The no markdown fences line alone prevents most Zapier JSON parser failures. Extension 4 is the weekly digest zap on a Sunday schedule. Pull Notion items from the last 7 days, join summaries, ask Claude for themes, top 3 actions, decisions, and 1 reflection question, then email yourself a Sunday review. If volume is high, limit to the latest 20 rows to avoid token limits. Monthly cost is about $29 for Zapier Starter plus roughly 25 cents in Claude and transcription API usage. At 50 documents per month and 20 minutes saved each, that is 16 hours back. You built inbox trigger, format router, Claude JSON extraction, Notion storage, Gmail drafts, calendar booking, voice pipeline, URL ingestion, Slack feed, and weekly digest. That is the full build. Comment Brain and I will link the Claude prompt template, Zapier config, Notion schema, and weekly digest prompt in the pinned comment. Subscribe for weekly AI deep dives. Allah Hafiz.